Salvage is one of the most anticipated and delayed gameplay loops for Star Citizen. I wanted to take a deeper dive and look at what's going on with this gameplay loop and the plans for it in the near future. Salvage has 4 main types of gameplay planned for it. So you've got hull stripping, which removes valuable materials from the top layer of a hull of a ship or vehicle. There's component removal because components and weapons are valuable. There's more or big chunk salvage, which is bits of ships that are blown, ripped or torn off in some way and then crushed into cubes. And then there's siphoning. Liquids, gases and potentially data can be siphoned. The start of the salvage mechanics, otherwise known as Tier 0 salvage, are expected to be in Alpha 3.15, the end of September, mid-October 2021 patch, with the inclusion of the FPS salvage repair multi-tool attachment. So this is quite small-scale salvaging. This will allow you to strip the outer hull of a ship and store some of that in a canister. Those canisters should have value and then can be sold, but you can also use one of those canisters in the multi-tool salvage repair tool attachment to repair your ship as well, but we don't know to what extent. Is that going to be repairing of components that are worn, or is it just going to be the repairing of outer hull damage? So are we expecting any other gameplay with Tier 0 salvage at this stage? Well, it's possible. The picture Cloud Imperium have used on the roadmap for the feature is of the Reclaimer, which I highly doubt will have any extra mechanics in Tier 0 gameplay. I mean, it's possible that it could get hull stripping or something there. It's expected that salvage is going to sort of get the same treatment that mining has, so a lot of focus on expanding out the mechanics with loads of iteration and lots and lots and lots of new parts to that sort of gameplay in the next few patches after initial release. So what's likely to be next after this? Well, in the future, physicalized components and weapons are going to be able to be removed or cut from ships by hand or using tractor beams, and then sold or otherwise salvaged and reused. In fact, as part of the 3.15 alpha, currently there is a update to the cutting tool, so you'll be able to potentially cut weapons and components out of ships and do lots of other tasks as well with it, like opening up vents and little areas for repair and engineering sections, and doing stuff for missions as well, admittedly. So tractor beams for ships are also a big part of salvage, allowing you to maneuver bits, ships or chunks into optimum positions. We have hand tractor beams at the moment, but obviously they need to scale those up really. I would not expect the big chunk or more salvage and siphoning until a bit later though. So what ships will be able to do salvaging? Well, we've got the Vulture. That's a small salvage ship that specialises in hull stripping and is currently not on the roadmap. The Reclaimer is a big salvage ship that specialises in the sort of big chunk and more salvage, and we already have it in game, but we just don't have any mechanics that it can use yet to be able to do salvaging. You could argue that the harvesting of gas from something like the Starfarer makes it a siphoning salvager, but it's possible that we will see some more focused ships for this in the future. And we could certainly see more salvage ships in the future too. So, what don't we know and what could we get? So we could get salvage modules for ships, allowing the Caterpillar to be a salvage ship maybe, or some other ships to have sort of salvaging gear at a smaller scale. Will there be ground vehicles for salvage? Maybe. I mean, a lot of people, as long as they've got a cargo ship, and a lot of people with salvage tools and tractor beams, they'll probably be able to do some salvage and cutting tools and that sort of stuff pretty well. Will we be able to salvage all wrecks, or are points of interest on the ground and certain wrecks unsalvageable? I personally think that the Vulture will be in game pretty soon after Tier 0 salvage is released. I'd expect hull stripping for a ship to just be at a bigger scale than what they've got planned for 3.15, so it just seems like they can just scale that up. Will salvage and repair be closely linked throughout all of the salvage mechanics, or is it just with that multi-tool attachment that they've got planned already? Will drones be able to do salvage tasks? I actually expect so. I am looking forward to treasure hunting around to sort of find valuable components in wreck sites. I'm suspecting that tracking down wrecks, points of interest, finding these locations, scanning for valuables will all be a big part of ship salvage as well, but Cloud Imperium have yet to go into the details of that. Cloud Imperium are prioritising the salvage feature at the moment as well, and some other features may get pushed or delayed if necessary for them to get it in the game as soon as is sensible. Boom! That was a quick look at salvage mechanics and gameplay that's coming in the near future. But what do you think? Will we have a bit more than just hull stripping by hand in Zero Tier Salvage? Do you think we will see the Vulture soon? Do you think Salvage will get delayed again? What are your thoughts? I'd love to hear from you in the comments below. Oh, a quick outro. We have a ship giveaway. Just comment on any of my videos to be in for a chance of winning a ship. I shield for NordVPN. They protect your data and identity while also giving you enhanced accessibility and security on the internet. Links below for discounts. And if you'd like to further support the channel, consider clicking the join button below my video or becoming a Patreon.